name is Turyasiima. In our family we are 10 children, and I happen to be among the last children. I'm like the fourth last. I completed the bachelor's in law at KIU, though pending graduation. When I reached at KIU, I studied in first year, then second year. That was in 2017. I opted to do some business, fruit vending business at KIU. Currently, I'm still doing the same. I'm selling juice, fruits within campus. I walk around from staff to students. That's what I do. When I reached at university, I found I needed a lot. There was a lot of demands, and yet I was already grown up. I didn't want to stress my mom. The fact that she's a single parent. My dad died a long time ago when I was just in P3. I was around 7 years, so it was a long time ago when he died. And my mom had a challenge to raise us as a single mom. So when she struggled much and she made me reach at campus, I didn't want to overburden her. Getting tuition was after maybe having sold something, the family property, and of which it wasn't easy. When you have other children, others would demand, why are you only selling for Allen? Because among the family children, it's me who has reached at campus, and I didn't want our family not to have a graduate. So when I reached A6, I demanded that I have to continue at university. So tuition was always a problem at the start, but I had ambition to come to finish, to do university and to do my course, law course. It was my passion. So when I reached here and I saw how she was struggling, almost the land were gone, some other property already sold. So I said no, I have to do something so that I can support myself in a way of helping her not to finish the family property. So when I started, it was that time that I didn't have any money, and I was always scared to call her for any upkeep money. So the last time I called her, she asked me, why are you not calling me for anything? Are you eating anything? I said no. Why? So she looked around, she sent me some 100,000, and that was the end of sending me pocket money, upkeep money at campus. So that money, I talked to myself, I said, I'm not going to ask her any other money. Let me use this money in any way that this be the last call to say that I need any help at campus. It was June when we were entering in the holiday. I decided not to go back home. I looked around what I could do. I first looked around looking for some jobs, but unfortunately I didn't get. I would go look in the restaurant, get jobs, look anywhere, but just I was looking for something to keep me at campus, but no one called me. So with that money, 100 which she sent to me, I didn't have any other skill I could do, but I thought of doing something using my hands, and I thought of just packing fruits. I had not seen it anywhere. Some maybe I had admired anyone, no one, but it just came to me, and I said, let me start it. I didn't even have the place of work, but I decided to use my room where I was staying. I could first remove my mattress on the bed to use it as a table to pack the fruits. I would remove the mattress and I cover it with boxes, cover the bed with boxes, and I start packing the fruits. When I started, I had that challenge where you have never tried to do any business, but now you're starting one. And it happened to be a holiday when the campus didn't have students. So I started with people who were around me, like some staffs who are still around. When I started moving within the offices, they welcomed me because they had already seen me around. So they were like, oh, that's fair. So they supported me. They started buying from me, and I got courage to do more. When that holiday ended, I had saved some money. I had to buy some fridge now. I bought some fridge. My fruits now I could package them and I put them in the fridge so they don't get bad during the day while selling them. It did well. I saved some little money. I had to get out of the hostel. Now I had to keep my room for sleeping, and I rented other place within the campus. My initial cut was 60,000. I packaged jackfruits, watermelon, and some pineapples. So I went in town. I started with one, like one watermelon, one jackfruit, and some packaging, those plates, plus disposable plates for packing them. When I started working and I got customers who supported me, I had the classmates, I had the lecturers, so the environment really supported me. I saved some money. So I thought of like I should now relieve the burden from my mom, and I started paying for myself. I would pay for myself, then I would fail to raise it all. She would also come in and help me. But this money for hostel, feeding and upkeep, it has been entirely on me. And for tuition, I have paid half with my mom. It has been also some challenge, but altogether I've managed it. I created time. I would have some time to read books, at least 1 hour and a half for books in the morning before I would come to do the work. From 7:30 until 4 to be there for work. Then for class, I opted for evening study, evening session, so that I could go and study, and we had our evening session at 5. Then from that 7 to 5 it was for work, and then from now 5 to 9 it was for books. During exams I would spare 2 weeks to read only without working. I happened to employ some other girls, some 2 girls to help me around. In case I would be in exams, I would just let them do the work without me. Just keep the work moving without me. So that's how I managed. I balanced my time. Time for books during exams, I would give it 2 weeks. Then other normal time, it was always from 6 to 7:30 for reading, morning preps. Then and from 5 to 9, it was also for books. I opened a restaurant which is Allen Foods restaurant, and I opened it while I was still studying. So I lacked that time of balancing it myself. So I have left it to be run by some other people without me. So I achieved that one. I have also managed to save some money. Since I'm studying law course, after degree you have to go for LDC, and it is also another expenditure. So after my degree, I will be going for LDC, and I have managed for like at least some good millions so that I can go and start. I already have I've saved like 5 millions for my course, which I will start this next year in January. It teaches me a lot. It teaches me how to be self-reliant, not over-depend on some other people, and it has also taught me not to do indisciplined things. Like I don't have all that time to be involved in something that may not help me. Looking at men as a source of income to me, I didn't look at that. I've learned how to be me and how to do things which I want for myself, and not to burden other people. Yes, true, I had my mom, but I didn't want to overburden her or burden the family. I had to look at me as me and what I can do to help me, and how to budget my time. Everything I have created it for its own time. So that's what has taught me. Someone chasing their dream, they should not sit and wait for someone to tell them do this. It's true, you may not have something in your mind, and maybe someone may discourage you to do something. But once something comes into your mind that maybe you need to do something, you just start off. Don't look around people who may discourage you. Like to me, if I had told my mom, even my mom, I never told her that I was going to do this business, because even her, she would maybe say, how will people look at you walking around? So when you plan to do something, don't look at surrounding circumstances. You look at yourself is going to do it and know what you're going to achieve out of it. Because walking around campus here, it's not easy. My course demands a lot. It is expensive course, and someone looks at you as someone who shouldn't be doing what I'm doing. I have been walking around. I move around, but I didn't look at what people talk about me. Some students at first abused me. I would put on my shirt and they would say, why are you disguising lawyers? Why are you putting on this law shirt and yet you're walking around with your fruits? So some people discouraged me, but really I didn't look at that. What I knew what I wanted. As a dream chaser out there, chase your dream indeed, as the word says. Think of something you can do by yourself. Don't mind about whoever is going to discourage you. Do what you can. Don't look at doing something that needs a lot. Use anything around you can use. Let it be even 10,000, let it be even 100,000. You can start something and develop something. As I started my 60,000, it has fed that 60,000. I've fed on it for 3 years now. It has dressed me, it has accommodated me, and it has taught me. So the little money you may have can be used to do something big. Things are always there. As ladies, respect that, but your response also matters to them. Men can approach you and they want to distract you. They come with big offers, but to me, such big offers would wait. Because I knew if you want to take me for maybe for supper, for lunch, I would know that if I don't go with this deal, I would have it my own. So I've tried to dodge them by way of making myself busy and creating my time for these other two things, business and class. So I didn't give too much time. I've decided to be busy on this, what I'm doing, the books and my business. Those ones have not given them time as much. So those girls who are disturbed by men, most I came to learn, they normally opt for men because they need some money. Ladies need to look good, ladies need to dress up and they look nice, and they may not have that money. Parents may afford giving you tuition, but may not afford giving you airtime, may not afford giving you that all the time, or making you eat the nice food you want. So some girls, they want to go for men because a man has promised them dinner, a man has promised them some shopping, and they are taken up by such things, which may end up in the end not having the good results. Maybe you end up leaving the school, you disappoint your parents, you end up getting some retakes, getting some bad results, which is disappointing. So I would encourage ladies out there, try to do something. It doesn't matter where you're coming from. It may be a rich family, but I understand parents may afford giving you those essential things, but things you may need by yourself, you may still need them from maybe someone else. And when you opt for men, that's not the option. But you can do something. Let it be having something small you can do. Don't despise work. You can choose to do anything. And the good thing, what I've seen, many people have learned good example from me. I've seen some girls trying to bake some cakes. I've seen them trying to doing chips around campus. Because they have decided it for me, they have known that I've done it and I've got something out of it. So they have also learned from me by doing such kind of jobs, and I'm happy for that.